Leader of the Rhode Island House of Representatives, State Congresswoman Patricia Morgan. Thank you so much for being here. If there is bipartisan opposition to this, who the heck supports it?
Well, the political left, I would imagine, supports it. It was the chief sponsor was a Representative Jay Edwards from Portsmouth, but obviously there were others that voted for it because it did pass.
Yeah, to that end, I mean, obviously it passed because a majority of the people wanted it there in that legislature. Why does a majority of the legislature think this is a good idea?
I have no idea. They called it harm reduction centers, but in my way of thinking, it's really harm enabling centers. I mean, put yourself in the shoes of a drug addict, and we're not talking marijuana here. We're talking hardcore illicit drugs. We're talking heroin, methamphetamine. So you're a hardcore drug user, and you can show up, and they will, they'll give you a bed, a pillow, a blanket. They'll test your drugs to make sure that you're not going to overdose, that there's no fentanyl in them. And, you get to inject right there with this illicit drug. They watch over you. If you start having problems, there's medical assistance for you. And in addition to that, then they're going to hook you into the social safety network. So you're going to get food, you're going to get housing, you're going to get medical attention, probably even get a phone. There is no reason to go through the torturous effort of getting off of drugs, right, of leaving your addiction. So it enables drug addiction to continue. Now, I don't want anybody to die, and we know that there's been a 30% spike in drug overdoses, drug deaths, since the pandemic began. So nobody wants that to continue. But I also don't want people to be addicted for their entire lives. That's harmful too.
Let's look at those numbers that you just mentioned. 96,779 overdose deaths from March 2020 to March of this year.